If you guys like today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers, and I would really appreciate if you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Also, I will leave the links to all my social medias in the description. Feel free to follow me on there. And with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So obviously the Bucks are struggling. That's something obvious you can point out, but there is reasons for that. But then there is also reasons to believe, is this team really going to make it to the finals and potentially win it? Because basically, let's just start out with this. So far, the Bucks are the 11th seed, and obviously that's not great. But then obviously, if you look at the circumstances of the season or what the team has been dealing with, it can be understandable. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to say this. Giannis missed a few games in the season. Drew missed a decent amount before returning from injury. Chris is currently out with the virus. I don't know if you can still say it on YouTube or not, so that's what I'm going to call that. Brook has been out with back problems, and Brook Lopez is going to be a big topic of this video because he is a lot more important than I thought he was, basically. That sounds bad at first, but I'm just going to explain that part in a little bit. But obviously, this team has just been, I don't know. They currently have a 6-7 record. They're currently under 500. As of the recording of this video, they just lost to the Boston Celtics 122-113, which they were missing a decent amount of players, and those players are Giannis, Dante, who's of course been out for a while now, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, and they had Drew, but I'm still giving Drew a little bit more time to get back actually healthy, which he had 17 points today, but he shot horrible. And when I say horrible, I just want you guys to look at the stat line. Just tell me, please. Well, in hindsight, if you look at it, the stat line isn't too bad. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 steals. That's a good stat line. But when you include the 6 for 25 shooting and the 1 for 12 for 3, yeah, we can probably see the issue here. But even ignoring that fact, I'm just going to talk about Brook Lopez for a second, because I have never wanted Brook on this team more than I do right now. And let's just explain this. Even Giannis, he made a comment, and I believe it was after post-game interview. Brook Lopez is very important, and that should be obvious, but just look at this. Giannis is playing the big man, and yes, he's been all right, but I would say he could be a little bit better, or as a center at least, but still. Brook, I just really miss Brook. If you're a Bucks fan and you've been watching these games, you know what I'm talking about. Just holding down the paint, bodying people in the paint, shooting, just all that stuff is very missed, and hopefully his back is healed soon, because I really need him back on this team like as soon as possible, because I don't know how much I can take this losing. I just need this team to win, honestly, because it comes to a point where, like, yes, we just won the championship, but like, we're losing, and I don't like it. But that's a dumb statement, of course. But of course, last year we got off to a bad start, and we eventually won the championship. So I'm not saying our season is over or anything, but there's a few things to worry about. Is the main thing to worry about is, can we stay healthy? Because that has not been on our side recently, of course. It's just always a problem. And then at first, Chris was out with just an illness, and even Mike said it wasn't virus related, but then it ended up being virus related. So I don't know how that worked out really, but there's been a few. And actually, before I even talk about that, I want to talk about this conversation. If you guys know Dante DiVincenzo, or you guys probably don't know this, but he's been one of my favorite players actually on this team. I just loved his potential. When we almost traded him for Bogdanovic in that little Kings Bucks trade that never went through, if you guys remember that. Yeah, I was really sad. Dante was my he still is one of my favorite players on the teams, because I just love his potential. Yes, he's injured. Yes, I don't know how he's gonna come back. Yes, the Bucks didn't extend him, but yes, they chose to extend Grayson Allen, which Dante still might be extended in the future, or not extended, because he's going to be a free agent after this season. But Grayson Allen is making a great case to have that starting 2 spot, even when Dante is healthy. And it's looking really nice because, yes, Grayson is one of the more dirty players in the league, or he used to have that title. He's been clean so far this season. I hope he does because he's on my team. He's playing amazingly. It's the defense, the shooting. The shooting is what's. It's just great. 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. But that's not that much. But still, he's just playing his role so perfectly, and you can't be mad at that at all. 2 years, $20 million was a steal. That's all I can say about that, because he deserves to be paid more. And even though when we traded him from Memphis, why can I not talk today? When we traded him from Memphis for Sam Morril, which was another player which I liked. I believe he dropped 30 for Memphis at some point throughout the season, so that was nice, I guess. But yeah, I really like Sam, but obviously Grayson was better, and he's showing that, really. He is really showing that, but I'm excited to see what can happen because this team is just great. It's just great, and yes, I still do believe the team can win a championship, but we just got to make sure they're actually healthy. But with that being said, that will be the end of today's video. And I would like to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And just leave a comment. How do you guys feel about the Bucks season? I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about that. But with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.